YouTube, welcome back to the channel. EA have released their FC26 launch update and it goes over everything new coming with the game. This launch update is massive. We have a table of contents and it shows everything that they talk about. And in this video, we're going to go through it all and summarize all the main topics. Starting off, we are going to look at the intro and launch dates. When is the game coming out? Now, we do basically know all of this already, but the web app and the companion app. The web app will launch Wednesday, September 17th, and the day after that, the companion app for your phone will come out on the 18th. Now, early access will start at midnight, your local time, on September 19th. That's for console. But if you play on PC, September 18th at 1 p.m. BST, you can play the game on PC, which I believe is the New Zealand glitch. If you were going to do the New Zealand glitch on Xbox so you can play the game super early, I believe that's what that is for PC. You just automatically get it. Just a heads up as well, you can still do the EA Play membership where you get a 10-hour early access. So if you didn't buy the Ultimate Edition version of FC26, I don't know what the subscription is. It might be a little bit more than $5, but if you pay that subscription just for 1 month, you can get the 10-hour trial of the game. And then whenever full release comes out right here, midnight local time, September 26th on console, and then September 25th, again, 1 p.m. BST on PC, your trial account, it's still the same exact thing. It'll continue over. Now, this next bit talks about early access and the first promo we are going to be getting on FC26. Something that's really exciting about early access is that we're going to be getting a daily knockout tournament where you're going to compete to earn daily rewards. And then on the final day of early access, we're going to have some sort of finale tournament. I'm not sure what we're going to get for rewards exactly, but it sounds exciting. Also, early access is going to include Team of the Week 1, which, by the way, is already looking fairly decent. We might be getting a female Barcelona Team of the Week card. We're also going to get Team of the Week 2. We're going to get evolutions, World Tour, Squad Foundation releases. We're going to get a flashback SBC, some showdown SBCs, and an opportunity to earn season points. Now, the first promo we're going to be getting on FC26 is interesting. It's something we have not seen before, and they are saying it's going to be a campaign that shines a spotlight on players that teams are built around, dependable leaders, pivotal long-term signings, and young talents. So I feel like they basically just described any sort of player right there, almost. That's quite a few options right there to build a promo team around. Whatever we get for promo cards, I will say the card design looks really nice. They do go on to say that this promo will be giving the cards actual upgrades. And the big thing that I'd probably say is enhanced +2 club chemistry links. So they'll get a better chemistry boost on those cards. Now, one of the big announcements here is keep an eye on new foot campaigns coming, as well as the return of some spooky favorites. A lot of people are saying that means we are getting Halloween promos back, aka Ultimate Scream. I am hoping that also means they're bringing these holiday themed promos back, because if that's the case, Footmas would be incredible. After that, EA go and talk about the power curve and how they are looking to slow the power curve for FC26. They talk about base items, golds, icons, and heroes. These are probably going to hold their value much longer this year. Also, we're not even going to see August Player of the Month SBCs. So that's just even more cards that they are taking away to kind of slow this power curve. Another thing they talk about is all the campaigns, all the promo teams we're getting. The boosts on these cards are not going to be as crazy. They do, however, mention that the big promos like Black Friday, Team of the Year, Team of the Season, we're still going to see crazy boosts on those cards. Those are the biggest promos of the year. That's how it should be. But in between those promos, they say we will see more measured boosts, more lateral upgrades. So not just crazy best players, best stats. We're going to see a wider pool of players. Another thing they also mention is rewards. They're going to pull back from champs rewards, rival rewards, squad battles, SBCs, Evos, seasonal ladder, even offers in the store. They are going to tune them to match the pace of the power curve this year. Another really interesting change to the game is chemistry styles. The new style boost will be a 3-6-9 point system instead of the 4-8-12 point system. Also, it seems like the chemistry styles are a lot more balanced. The pace heavy chemistry styles like Hunter, Catalyst, and Shadow don't seem as overpowered with some of the other boosts we are seeing. Also, some of these boosts on chemistry styles, we're finally seeing a boost to composure, reactions, stamina, stuff like that was not a thing before. It's kind of difficult to look at this graphic, but you can see all the specific changes. For example, if you put a sniper on your card, you're going to get +6 stamina. If you go with an artist, you get +3 composure. These are chemistry boosts we haven't seen before. So it's going to be a really interesting change to see how maybe this affects the pricing of chemistry styles this year. Who knows? Maybe there ends up being a real standout chemistry style and it skyrockets in price. If I'm being honest, I still wouldn't be super surprised if Shadows and Hunters are still ridiculously expensive because this community is so obsessed with pace, which you can't really blame us. After the chemistry styles, EA talk about the FC26 seasons and how they're all going to be based around international football stories. They're going to revisit legendary tournaments with a world tour through history. Each season is going to center around a historic international tournament where in season 8, we will see the Festival of Football. And this is where we see the season 1 pass, and that's going to be England. As you can see, the entire season pass is based around these English players, but one thing they say is the season is going to close with a one nation tournament where you can go ahead and test out your English squad. In this FC26 launch update pitch notes, there's a lot of talk around tournaments and like themes with these tournaments. Just something to think about with the game. We might have a lot of crazy investments in ways we can make coins with these tournaments if the rewards actually end up being worth it and it's, you know, really worth it to play these tournaments. Continuing through the season pass though, you can see there's the standard pass and then we have the premium pass right below it. Now to pull up the stats on these cards because they don't show it right here. These are all the player stats right here. There's a couple other cards in there like the squad foundation ones, but those are just garbage, don't really matter. These are the season pass ones. The major card here is Tamori. He looks really solid. Honestly, quite a few of these cards look decent. You have Connor Gallagher, who's nearly Hullet Gang, Koi G, Ethan Waneri as well. I will say though, you can definitely notice that EA are slowing down the power curve just by looking at this season pass alone. With FC25, the first season pass we had was Spain and Adama Traore. If I pull up that Adama Traore real quick, this card from the first season was ridiculous. People were using this player until Team of the Year. That's how good this card was. So just by looking at the season pass, you can definitely tell EA are slowing down the power curve. Now, another thing we have coming is World Tours, Silver Superstars. We are getting silver icons on FC26. Now, to pull up these player ratings, you can see that they are legit silvers. It's not like they're a silver rating and then the stats are crazy. No, these cards are legit silvers. Yashin right here has 7 positioning. It's actually supposed to be 773. That was just a mistake from the guy making the graphic. Now, the idea of these icons is really cool, but the objectives have been leaked. And to get Eusebio, you have to play 100 games to get this card right here. It's a little overkill. Now, obviously, it could be worth it if these silver tournaments are really special and you want to get the best squad possible, or for future evolutions, if the card stays as an icon, keeps that chemistry, this actually could be really solid, but still 100 games is insane. And it's not just 100 regular games. No, you have to follow the squad requirement in those 100 games. Another major thing EA brought up is live events. We are going to be getting tournaments on FC26, gauntlets, and then just other regular events, which these ones seem a bit more casual, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. We really don't know what these rewards are gonna look like. We've heard about the gauntlets already, but again, this is going to be a game mode where you will need multiple teams to enter the gauntlet. It's not just like you have your one squad. Once you use that one squad, you can't use it again. You need another squad to go into the next round of gauntlets, however it works. And then we have the tournaments here as well. I'm super excited for these. I really hope EA do them correctly. And then EA talk about the daily knockout tournament right here that we're going to be getting for early access, and how if you win one of the early access daily tournaments, you qualify for the one-time finale early access tournament, which sounds really exciting. I hope EA do it correctly. They also say these tournaments aren't going to be every single week. They want them to feel special, more impactful, so it's not going to be an every single week thing. This area right here just talks about the gauntlet, how each round in the gauntlet, you need a new squad of 11 starters, 7 bench players, and you need a whole nother squad again after that for the next round. So in total, that's going to be 54 players across 3 rounds. It's going to be really interesting to see how that affects the market, because if these gauntlets are actually worth playing, it's actually going to be very important to have 3 really solid squads. These live events like the gauntlet or the daily tournaments, EA say we can expect 1 or 2 of those every single week. So it's nice to know every week we should have something to grind towards. After that, EA talk about game mode and reward changes, which really we're just seeing with FUT Champs and Rivals. Now, FUT Champs playoffs, no longer a thing. You're just going to be earning qualification points. And once you are in Division 6 or higher and you get the certain amount of qualification points, you're auto-qualified for FUT Champs. Also, we are not going to have 10 rank tiers in FUT Champs. It's now 15. So every single win counts, but it does say milestone tiers are now available at 12 and 14 wins. So milestone tiers, maybe that's where you see a real legit boost to your reward. Also, we're going to get a challengers version of FUT Champs where if you're Division 7, 8, 9, 10, you have your own format for people that just aren't as good as the game. So you can still experience the FUT Champs experience. Rivals now. With rival rewards, you're going to see the point system from 35 down to 30. So not as many games need to be played. Also, you get an added points boost if you're on a win streak and with bounties. So EA said it should take about 5 fewer matches per week to reach the reward upgrade. Now, I'm not sure exactly what the bounty situation is going to be like. I'm guessing it's some sort of objective that you can complete that can just give you extra rewards, whether that's coins, packs, player picks, etc. Also, an unfortunate change right here is squad battles. We are going from 14 squad battle games up to 18 per week. It's still way less than what we've seen in previous years, but no one really wants to play more squad battle games. Now, one of my favorite changes, draft. Finally, draft is getting changes on FC26. They are going to make the draft rewards more consistent, especially for people finishing the draft, winning the entire thing, getting 4 out of 4 wins. If you guys play the draft quite often and you can win a draft, you know how random the rewards can be. You can get a 50k pack, you can get a 100k pack, which is fairly rare, or you can get like a garbage rare gold pack and then some premium gold packs or premium gold player pack to go along with it. It's horrible. Also, EA are going to finally scale draft rewards throughout the year. Draft is awesome at the start of the game, but as the year goes on and a bunch of cards get cheap and we get bigger store packs, bigger champs rewards, bigger rival rewards, the draft becomes fairly useless. So finally, draft rewards are going to be updated regularly, similar to the other game modes like FUT Champs and rival rewards. Thank you, EA. Thank you, finally. So again, right here, EA just talk about the rewards in the economy, how they're just trying to slow the power curve. You can really see it right here. I'll pull up a graphic. This is rank 1 FUT Champs rewards. You can really see in this graphic right here, FC25 rank 1 rewards compared to FC26 rank 1 rewards. It's basically cut in half. 200k on FC25, FC26, you're getting 85k for rank 1. The packs, you get Team of the Week packs right here, 90,000 coins worth of discard value. On FC26, it's only going to be 30,000 coins worth of discard value. The tradable packs you get are less. It's an 84 times 10 instead of an 85 times 10, an 83 times 10 instead of an 84 times 10. You do get 3 88 plus rare gold player packs though, but then right here, this is a huge one. FC25 rank 1 got a base icon player pack. It got an 89 double and an 82 plus times 30. FC26 is only going to get 2 84 times 10s, but this is kind of cool. You get 2 current campaign promo player packs. Now, if we're being honest, the 2 players you're going to end up getting from those packs are going to stink. You're going to get the worst ones, but it's still pretty cool. But I would also prefer to just get a base icon player pack. But again, that's how EA are slowing the power curve. I will say a change like this might be huge for trading. If rewards and all that are pulled back so much, people aren't going to have a lot of coins. Traders like us are going to thrive. And again, just a heads up, guys, I do have a trading Discord. I will also be posting daily trading and investing videos here on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button if you want to make some coins and join my Discord. Link is in the description down below. There's a VIP section as well. It's $5 a month, or you can sub to my Twitch channel. If you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free every single month and join the VIP trading Discord for free every single month. All right, let's continue the video. Another very big topic, advanced SBCs. They are changing. They're not getting rid of them, but they are changing. They're now going to sit in the challenges tab instead of the foundations tab. And the first season 1 set of these advanced SBCs will be themed around the season England 66. Also, changes to evolutions in FC26. Again, it revolves around the power curve. They're pulling back on Evos. We are still going to get those major evolution upgrades, but they're not going to be as often. And what you're really going to see is a boost in club depth. We're going to have a lot of evolutions that boost the lower tier cards. And we're also going to have repeatable evolutions that can, again, help you repeatedly boost those lower tier cards. Right here, they go on to talk about all the new icons. They'll be available in career mode as well. Our pre-order content, they talk about when we're actually going to get these. Our pre-order icon is going to be when you log on to the game for the first time. And then on November 27th, our icons will get an upgrade to their champion version of the icon. And then also similar to FC25 with the heroes, when their better versions got the upgrade, they get added to packs. November 29th, you'll see these debut icons in packs. So don't worry if you end up getting one of the worst players in your pre-order pack, you can still get these cards. They will be available on the market. Now, with your FC points, what is happening with them? You're getting 2,000 FC points when you first log in, and then the next month, let's say you got in on September 19th, that means October 19th, you'll get another 2,000 FC points, and then November 19th, you'll get another 2,000 FC points. You're not just getting your FC points all at once. And then also, we already knew this, Ultimate Edition, you're getting an extra Evo slot. Now, another hot topic people were talking about was, oh my gosh, we're not going to have access to the Ultimate Team transfer market. They're going to time us out. No, that's not the case. If you played the game previously, you are going to have access to the transfer market. And then if you're new to the game, you're going to have to go through an objective. It'll be called On Your Way. And once you complete that objective, you'll get transfer market access in 48 hours if you're on PC and within 24 hours if you're on other platforms. And right here, you can see skip for returning players. You're not going to have to worry about that if you've been playing the game. After that, EA go on to talk about the quitting situation and how they plan on fixing it. So right here, 45 minutes in game time has passed. If your opponent quits after that, you get the win. If your opponent quits or disconnects after conceding a penalty, you get the win. And then the quit/disconnect has received a red card. If your opponent gets a red card and they quit, you get the win. Now, to avoid some people being able to abuse this in some certain way, you can only get a win from these kind of disconnects 5 times a day, which is understandable. I don't think you're really going to be running into this more than 5 times a day. But they did say if this works in the future, they can change it and increase the amount so it's not 5 times a day, or maybe adjust how some of these quitting rewards pay out a win. Real quick for Rush, they just talked about if you're quitting Rush, you're gonna have a delay, so you can't just keep quitting Rush games and then going into a game again. Also, they talk about returning player rewards, which this was weird. A lot of it is just kits, tifos, club customization stuff. EA Play, you do get a 385 plus overall loan player pick, but then for everything else, there's really no store packs that I was able to notice. Obviously, you do have the preseason rewards though. If you played on FC25, you completed the objectives to get packs on FC26, you will get those preseason rewards on October 14th. So that's crazy. You have to wait quite a while to actually get those packs. It's enough time to the point where it's almost useless. Like, that is far out, October 14th. After that, EA go to talk about responsiveness and how they are aiming to reduce the input lag. So whatever you're doing into your controller, the game is going to recognize it faster. And they have said they've noticed a meaningful improvement to competitive gameplay because of this. Also, the beta, I didn't play the beta. I didn't really look at anything at all, but I heard finesse shots were crazy and they fixed them. massively. They had an issue where the finesse shot was looping like crazy. It would go up a ton and then dip, so the goalie wasn't able to reach it. So they fixed that, and you can see it in this image right here. It's very looping, and then boom, it's not as high from what they have fixed right here. Then after that, we go into pro clubs. We get some pro club changes. I'm not going to spend too much time looking at these pro clubs, consumables on your cards, how to unlock the consumables for pro clubs, more pro clubs news, more pro clubs news. Also, career mode really disappointing. Honestly, I still waiting on an online career mode from EA. It's never going to happen. And as we continue path to FC Pro, this just talks about the FC Pro scene, competing against top players and trying to progress towards FC Pro competitions. And that's basically it for the pitch notes. A lot of really positive things here, and people are getting very excited now for the game, including myself. I cannot wait. It looks very good. If everything they're saying is done correctly, this game really has a lot of potential. This video might have been really long. I tried to be as quick as possible, but there was just so much information to go over. But I will say I'm curious what you guys think about all this. Let me know in the comment section down below. And that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.